yeah. This hammer gon' beat like, yeah. Pull up on blocks with a red tat. Yeah. It's fucking on notch like, yeah. This hammer gon' beat like, yeah. Pull up on blocks with a red tat. Yeah. It's fucking on notch like, yeah.
Scratch mixtape.
Ding a whip, just park it, son. Got my whap on me, I won't park it, son. Trizak, that shanks to lungs. LV, Max, Spicy, got Parkinson. And I've lost my mind, so I rise and attack. I don't know why them boys talk bad when half of the block been chinged or whacked. If you ever see me dressed in black, now I came my chick and she'll make it clap. While blow, boogie. DTB like my name's a boogie. I done bird from young, that's juvie. Plug to his head, make him beat a boogie. Come for that block, you better claim that fully. Cause when you get bored, it's no game like Ludi. Oh man, I'm in Ludo, bro. Just slapped that you know. Boss on the ends like Hugo. This whack on black, the other one two-tone. Both gon' sing like Jay Derulo. All I know is just rise and attack. This is real rap, no fucking cap. My whole team says I lost my mind, cause you can hold 10 like it's 2 times 5. Ask them man if they're really with it. I buck them in jail when they start act timid. Beat man's face if chin don't chig it. Then I link seek, I know she's with it. Shorty's telling her friend that she's mine. Damn, please don't snake 6'9". Pagan, circle a block is vacant. Illiterate, never can write no statement. Yeah. This hammer gon' beat like, yeah. Pull up on blocks with a red tat. Yeah. Fucking on notch like, yeah. The verbal abuse is long, beef is on. Bro, just grab your weapons, drill in seconds. How many times have I got round there with the fellas? And the opposition get got, then it's back to the norm where I cleanse my weapon. And it's Brown and Babe, she's at 8, throwing up 2, she's at 10 in second. Peckham, murderers are some made man system, solo the sup and made man. Sharp my tool with a rock like caveman, you don't wanna die on these dirty pavements. On the ride from me, been on tour, can't say my name like I'm Voldemort. Swing my shank like I'm Harry Potter, shoot my whack, now they're calling me Jobber. Yeah. This hammer gon' beat like, yeah. Pull up on blocks with a red tat. Yeah. Fucking on notch like, yeah. Goddy.
93.
Them niggas rap. But the captain. I don't believe them. They ain't rapping that real life shit. Bring all the guys behind them doors, man. Bang your doors. Home soon. On a ride, bro, past that shank, 9 circle, Vans and Zankos banked. I spent a week at the station, pissed every day, no sleep with an extra charge. I can never put that on my bros, je pas français, I don't understand. Smile on my face telling me I'm pissed, they'll see me in court when I hit the stand. Had weapons hidden in my mattress, took them out for exercise. Told bro if I don't catch them free flow, then his visits where I get them guys. First time that I spilled that juice, I did it for bro and I saw my life. Last time that I spilled that juice, I did it for bro and I washed my knife. What the fuck? No circle van toilets, I fill this bag. If the driver don't slow down for he takes that left, then I spill this bag. Told that gov turn to capital, 1 extra just to fill the time. Now I'm sitting pissed in a circle van, can't walk to the shop feeling paralyzed. Horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. 10 sheets of the rice on his head, now the whole D-wing wanna end his life. Paralyzed, horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. 10 sheets of the rice on his head, now the whole D-wing wanna end his life. Canteen day coming up, so he's back to the cats on the wing like, hold this rice, I need this cash. Patting your guys, if you come up short, then you're getting crashed. Goz, no, I don't clean my soul, I just call up Mo like 4 or 5, like mop this stain. Floor needs shine, take a trip to the blues cause the smartphone died. Paralysed, horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. 10 sheets of the rice on his head, now the whole D-wing wanna end his life. Paralysed, horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. PTSD when I crash on neeks in the holding cells of the movement time. Yes, PTSD when I crash on neeks in the holding cells of the movement times. When I done up was kinda nice, when I done was no surprise. That's back to the block, no sauce, just hot water, just to fill this flask. Next door just shitted his soul, now the CSU smell nothing but arse. No cell site in the cell on side, cause talking smoke for the fucking pipe. And I rap this beef for my own, no group or so, I don't need 5 guys. And if you pattern a pack on a wing and you went with gang, then you're getting fined. And his fines are hot water with a splash of sugar just to burn him nice. No cell site in the cell on side, cause talking smoke for the fucking pipe. Held it down on my own like no, got down use, I know about Volvo. Just call Marty, came with a Raja or the rah-rah like Lady Gaga. Be on a V, show me a V, I'm just trying to see cause the roasting is peak. Paralysed, horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. 10 sheets of the rice on his head, now the whole D-wing wanna end his life. Paralysed, horrified, the way he got smoked left him traumatized. PTSD when I crash on neeks in the holding cells of the movement times.
'93. We back in this bitch for the 3rd time. Appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. For those who are still awake at least. Just give me an example of how it really goes. In terms of, we know most people would have fell asleep by now. Most people would have fell asleep by now. But we don't have to speak on that. But let's get to the mathematics. I just want to make sure the screen is big enough so be able to see what I'm doing here. So I think the screen should be big enough. Alright. So again, last time I wasn't able to put the screen up for whatever reason. I had to restart the computer, now everything is good. So we back in there for another round, and we gonna keep it coming. Right. So essentially what we are now is we want to deal with a different perspective. So let me make sure I can write properly. I'm gonna put this right here. 10 sheets of the rice on his head, now the whole D-wing wanna end his life. Canteen day coming up, so he's back to the cats on the wing. Yeah, actually change the song real fast. Give me 1 second here. Come up short, then you're getting crashed. Goz, no, I don't clean my soul, I just call up Mo like 4 or 5, like mop this stain. Take me up in the headphones a little bit. Okay. Alright. Okay. We should be good to go now. Should be good to go. So let me shuffle up the tarot deck. We'll see what we're doing here. Shuffle up, pull a card. So I'm gonna ask a question. Cause you know, I just been going straight out the dome from this point, but let me actually request assistance from the tarot. So let's take a different perspective. So I'm gonna grab the tarot deck and I'm going to ask a question here. So the question I'm gonna ask the tarot is, what is the most vital information that we need to know in this current season of death? And we will see what the result will be. Let's see what comes up. One second, I'm gonna shuffle this. Cause you know I got these extra big cards, so it's gonna take a little effort to shuffle here. I guess I should show it. This is how I have to shuffle. This is how big these cards are. So I have to. Let me move this out the way.
With my one, I'm an artist, sing that down, I'm a one bleaching. Belly on bark it, you never had a big goal man screaming. You never thought that you clocked you a pagan. Ying that down, then clock that it's not one. Gas that first car, thought that I got one. Pebble that down whilst giving out whole ones. Ooh, it's lit. Damn, it's fucking lit. Leading my cup, I'm pouring it up, snot my pain. Ooh, get hit. Damn, get fucking hit.
Alright, here we go. So let's see what card comes up. I'm only gonna draw one card, so we'll see what happens. So if we look at one card here, the card that comes up is the Four of Disc, symbolizing power. So let's write down these dimensions here and see exactly what's going on. Put this here. So we have the Four of Disc. Been doing gang shit, so I link BR in Peckham. If their angles bent like Beckham, see the kicker, their weapon Tekken. We're trying to smoke boys in this section. They better move swift or we get them. This brown one from South, slim thick ting, got curves like BB. Got trunk in a trunk, cheeky, tell her shit. Alright. The Four of Disc represents power, which breaks down to 5, which we know to be Mercury. The Four of Disc represents Capricorn, being influenced by the planetary sun. So this becomes a Sun plus Capricorn equals Mercury. So if we look at it here, we've already, spoken about Capricorn representing the devil, right? So we've already spoken on that, so we don't have to dig too deep into that science. Of course, the magician or the magus. And of course, the sun is the sun. So we have the sun plus the devil equals a magus. So why does the sun plus the devil equal the magus, representing power? Well, let's take it to the Kabbalah, shall we? So if we take it to the Kabbalah and go to the path of the sun, that is between Yesod and Hud, or the moon plus Mercury. Capricorn. I believe this is between the sun and Hud, or essentially the sun plus Mercury. Then Mercury itself is Saturn plus Pluto. So these three equations, Moon Mercury, Sun Mercury, Saturn Pluto. So what we see here is, let me actually write down these titles. So it's between Tenerife and Hud. And this is Bina and Qatar. Alright. So the path of the sun rests between the moon and Mercury. We understand Mercury represents the spellcaster. Either through invocation or evocation. Actually, it's not spelled with a, hold on, let me correct the spelling.
Get hit, damn, get fucking hit. I got two in a blitz, no cameraman, boy, who came with a clip. Ooh, my bitch, damn, yeah, that's my bitch. Chanel on her feet or the Dior kits just match my drip. Ooh, don't slip, damn.
So spellcaster, utilizing invocation, evocation. This is the energy of Mercury. The energy of the moon, or Yesod, represents the foundation. So the moon is the foundation according to the Kabbalah. We understand the sun represents beauty. So let's put these energies together. We have the spellcaster of Mercury, the foundation of the moon, and the beauty of Tenerife, or the sun. So if we go to the foundation here, we see the foundation must be established in Yesod, or the moon, as we know is the magical self. So once again, the fourth disc, it's already here, so I'll just do it this way. The fourth disc, if we analyze the four in and of itself, the fourth Sephira is called let's see, I don't know if I have enough room to write this. The fourth Sephira is Chesed, or Chesed, otherwise known as Jupiter. Representing the idea of mercy. So the 4 takes us to Chizad, Jupiter, or Mercy, which we know to represent the idea of divination. So before we get into all the specifics here, we start with the 4, because that lets us know what world we are in, or what Sephra we are in. So the 4 lets us know we are dealing with the energy of Jupiter. Because it is the disk, we now know that we are dealing with the earth element. So essentially we are dealing with Jupiter in the earth signs.
Leading my cup, I'm pouring it up, just know my pain. Get hit, damn, get fucking hit. I got 2 in a blitz, no cameraman, but we came with a clip. My bitch, damn, yeah, that's my bitch. Chanel on her feet or the Dior kits just match my drip.
So we have Jupiter in the earth signs.
Tell a boy don't slip. They're hating on us cause we take that strip and we fucking.
I'm trying to be all civilized with this writing. Hold on, let me write like I'm writing graffiti. Maybe that'll be more effective here.
Champagne showers, spill it. My yin got covered in sauce, no talk, real talk, but I still want spill it. Litty, wetty, spill it. Henny, hot, cherry, face, pelly.
We understand the earth signs to be Capricorn, the cardinal earth, the fixed earth, and the mutable earth. The mutable earth is Virgo. So the fixed earth must be Taurus. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The cardinal energy, the fixed energy, and the mutable energy. Where the energy begins, where it multiplies, and where it dissolves. So Jupiter going through the earth signs, let's see exactly how these energies manifest. So essentially we have the symbol of Jupiter. So Jupiter and Capricorn, Jupiter and Taurus, and Jupiter and Virgo. So how does these energies manifest differently? Because we must consider all of these phases. Because we are dealing with the suit of disk. And because we're dealing with the suit of disk, we are dealing with the earth world, or as we call Asia. So once again, we understand Jupiter is divination, utilizing the power points of your fingertips or your palm. We have many chakras in the palm, especially right here. Even if you just rub right here, it's very, very sensitive. Just me rubbing this is like it's just activating my palm. Like that's the energy center in and of itself. That's why Jupiter or calf represents the palm. Give me 1 second here. All right. So we have the palm of Jupiter. Capricorn or Ion. Taurus or Vav. Virgo or Yod. Hebrew letter Ion, Vav, Yod. Yod becomes a finger. Vav becomes a nail. Ion becomes an eye. So we have the palm and the finger. the palm and the nail, and the palm and the eye. So what does all that represent? Let's take it a step further. So if we first consider the palm and the eye or calf plus ion, when the palm and the eye merges, or divination, and ion would be the eye of discernment. I spelled that wrong, sorry. Not trying to delete everything, so hold on. Let's just put it this way. Palm, eye. The palm is divination. And we could say the eye, instead of discernment, we just call it wisdom. Wisdom just representing ancient knowledge. Or basically ancient knowledge in effect. So not just ancient knowledge, period. Ancient knowledge in effect. As Ion is the mathematician, so Ion is all about mathematics. So wisdom represents ancient knowledge in effect, and of course divination is, as we call, the ability to commune with spirit. AKA high magic. So we have high magic, or the high magician, combining with the mathematician. So the first degree of power is combining high magic with mathematics. This is the first layer of understanding. And again, high magic, for those who may not know the definition, is magic focused towards destiny. So this is not worldly magic, you can call it star magic. High magic is star magic. So the star magician and the mathematician. So when the star magician and the mathematician combine, as a mathematician represents organization or order, so you can say the order of the stars. To know. Oops, pressing stuff. To know. To know the order of the stars. To know the order. And the order is just the way or movement. to know the way or movement of the stars. And particularly the fixed stars. So essentially magic of the fixed stars, if we took the conclusion would be magic of the fixed stars. So that's the first degree. Kaf and Ion produces the magic, or the order of the fixed stars, the magic of the fixed star magic. All right.